Hello and welcome, I'm Crusader W, and in this video I'm gonna get you battle ready for Crowfall. First, let's have a look at the race class combinations that are available. This graphic gives you a good overview over the combinations. I'm not gonna name them to you all because you can read and I don't want to waste your time. Some infos ahead. If you wanna have more information, please check out my website crusaderw.com or check out other videos on my channel. I usually have the tendency to go a lot into depth on many informations on the game, but in this video I'm really trying to keep it short. So if there's some information you are missing, make sure to check out the website or my other guides. First of all, a novel concept that you might not be familiar with is vessels. A vessel means it can be crafted by a necromancer, which is one of the many Crowfall proficiencies. You basically can create a character on a new vessel. It then has better bait stats, and this graphic shows you how much XP is needed for a better quality vessel. It almost doubles for every step of quality, but it's really worth the investment and the extra time you need up the vessel. Also, you have no respecs, so that's why it's good that common vessels are that cheap. The first race we want to check out are the Centaurs. They have an extra bonus on Constitution. They have a racial ability, which is the Wild Charge that knocks enemies back. The next race are the Elkon. They have an extra bonus on Constitution and Strength, and they have a passive bonus on Leatherworking, which makes them the optimal starter vessel for leatherworking characters. The next character is the Fae. They can glide, they have a double jump, they can fly. They are awesome. If you need extra dexterity or intellect and a bit extra movability, this is what you're gonna go for. The Ganetian is the only class who can play the Duelist. I get into that one later. He gets an extra attribute on dexterity and intellect and has the Caravan Mastery, so you want to use that little guy if you're going for pig runs to get resources. The Half-Elf has an extra bonus on dexterity, intellect and spirit, and has increased mining stats, which makes it the optimal choice for a mining character. Next one is the Half-Giant. He gets a bonus on Constitution and Strength, and a lot of it, so if you wanna soak a lot of damage in and pack a punch, Half-Giant is your choice. He also gets a bonus on logging, so if you wanna collect stones, he's your guy. The High Elf has a bonus on intellect and has acrobatics, which is worthy to mention, so he gets an extra dodge pip when dodging. The humans get an extra bonus on strength and are the perfect choice if you want to make a jewel crafter. They also get the extra passive of unlocking an extra minor discipline slot. The next one are the Minotaurs. They have a charge ability that leaps forward and knocks down an enemy, and they have a bonus on skinning. The Netari, they have a special version of the dodge, which makes them fire flames out of their hands to move forward, and they have a bonus on necromancy. The Stoneborn are very good blacksmiths. They have a big bonus on Constitution, Spirit and Strength. They also get increased incoming healing, which is huge. The Wood Elves have a 20-meter blink. They are the only race that can basically blink through damage because they're not actively dodging, they're really teleporting. This is incredibly strong, and they have a bonus on woodworking. Now let's get over to the classes that you can play in Crowfall. The Assassin can be played as a melee DPS, stealth class or a CC oriented class. Playable races are the Fae, Half-Elf, High Elf and Netari. The Champion can be played as a melee DPS, a tank or a CC oriented build. Playable races are the Centaur, Half-Giant, Minotaur and Stoneborn. The Cleric can be played as a ranged DPS, a healer or a CC oriented class. Playable races are the Centaur, the Elkon, Ganetian, Half-Giant, Human and Stoneborn. The Confessor, they are the Fire Mages of Crowfall. They can be played as a ranged DPS, tank with reduced range or a CC oriented build. Playable races are the Elkon, High Elf and Netari. The Druids. do nature damage. They can be played as range DPS, healers, or a hybrid build where they can heal and do range DPS. Playable races are the Fae, Half-Elf and Wood Elf. The Duelist can be played as range DPS, a stealth class or a tank. Only playable by the Genetian race. The Frostweaver can do range DPS, a healer or a tank with no reduced range. Playable races are the Fae, High Elf and Wood Elf. The Knights can be played as melee DPS, tank or a CC oriented build. Playable races are the Human, High Elf, Centaur, Elkon, Fae, Genetian and Stoneborn. The Myrmidon can be played as a melee DPS, a tank or a CC oriented build. Playable races are the Half-Giant, Minotaur and Stoneborn. The Ranger can be played as a range DPS or a stealth class, and I can't really put it in on one spot, but it's kind of a melee CC oriented anti-stealth build. Playable races are the Elkon, Half-Elf, Human, Minotaur and Wood Elf. Last but not least, the Templar. He can be played as a melee DPS, a healer or a CC oriented build. Playable races are the Elkon, Human and Netari. Thank you for watching, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell.